Hey guys, Mixed Media Girl here. In this video, I'm doing an alcohol ink and resin trinket rose bowl. This is a super cute and easy project. I started off by spritzing the mold with some 91% isopropyl alcohol, and that is simply to help with the air bubbles. It's going to go down to the bottom of the mold, which is the top of the bowl, and once the resin goes in there, it'll help remove the air bubbles from that resin and help the air bubbles come up through the mold. I then went in with some various alcohol inks. These are all Ranger alcohol inks, and I apologize, I don't actually know the names of the colors because my bottles got kind of messy and I can no longer read the colors. But I used a couple of different purples, a couple of different blues, and then a teal. And I just put a little bit of each. I know it kind of looks like a lot, but it's really 1 to 2 drops of each. And then I started pouring in my resin. This is Mixed Media Girl Artist Resin, and it is mixed with just a couple drops of the Illuminate White resin dye, which is a very opaque resin dye. And I poured it kind of in a random pattern throughout that alcohol ink to give it this kind of tie-dye look. I pour in just a little bit at a time, and I don't remember if I mentioned it already, but this one takes about 4 ounces of resin. And then I let the resin all go down to the bottom. You can kind of see through the sides there that the color is coming up as the resin goes down and it's blending with that resin. And I personally find it super fun to watch those air bubbles come up out of the mold. So just be patient on this step. Pour just a little bit at a time, otherwise you can very easily overfill your mold. I also do leave some room at the end here. I don't completely fill it in. I leave just a little room at the end to add some more resin when the project is cured so that it completely seals in any alcohol ink. And you'll see those alcohol inks popping up from the bottom there. Now, as a note, if you do use too much alcohol ink, you can actually take a napkin and soak some of it up at this stage. I have had to do that a couple times. But generally speaking, it won't be an issue. And so once that cured, I added in just a little bit more of the clear resin. And that's again to fully seal in the alcohol inks so you have less of an issue with any fading. This resin has maximum UV protection, so you won't really run into the issue of the alcohol inks fading like you will with some other resins. Once it fully cured, I demolded it. This is actually not the easiest mold to get your project out of, but I found that if you just get it started and then you kind of roll it up and fold it over itself, it actually is quite easy to pop your project out. And you can also probably kind of see here a little bit, I overfilled the bottom just slightly, so it actually has a little bit of a lip, which is no biggie. I will just end up sanding that off or using a razor to get off the excess there. But here is how it looks. I think this is gorgeous. You can of course use any colors you want and you get this beautiful tie-dye effect. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time.